This, my friends, is a fully functional piece of armor called the half-plate. It was worn by Landsknecht's German mercenaries in the early Renaissance period. This actually works in live battle. I've tested this throughout some video projects that I made in the last weeks with friends, some Dequitem videos too. We have full contact scenarios. So this is really hard sparring that is actually hard on the equipment too, and it has held up pretty well. There isn't any real damage besides some superficial scratches, and I'm pretty impressed on how such a affordable piece of armor can do so much work. And if you compare it with weapons that tend to have a longer reach, so this kind of Lucerne hammer, or even the pikes that the Landsknechts used when going into actual battle, you can see how this really worked. And they managed to actually survive a lot of the battles, otherwise those companies wouldn't have been able to form. The only sketchy part, I think, is the fact that you have almost no face protection. There is a skull cap underneath. I'm not wearing one right now, but you can, and I did actually do this, you can wear a close-fitting steel skull cap underneath your head, so your head is warm. It looks cool, and you actually have head protection. I can put a clip right here where you can see this actually working. You hear the impact on my head, and I didn't take any damage from it. But still, not having my face protected is something I have to get used to, and I don't really like it. But this is how most of the Landsknechts actually fought. This would be the armor of quite a wealthy individual too, because I have a full arm piece with shoulder protection too. I have these tassets, and this breastplate has at least some decoration on it. So not everyone would have been able to afford it. Some had to wear mail underneath their clothing to protect themselves from slashes and some stabbing weapons. But again, there were actually people surviving these big battles, and that meant the armor and the fighting style they have chosen for themselves actually worked. And to me, this is really amazing. And we, as modern-day fighters and reenactors, we try to put a lot of realism into our battles. But of course, we're not using steel heads on our pole weapons. That would be way too dangerous. Sure, our swords and our daggers are made of steel, but they are blunted. And to think that people actually fought with these weapons, with dangerously sharp and spiky weapons to hurt each other is still a pretty tough concept to get used to. I do this almost every day. I train almost every day with a plethora of different weapons, and even armor types are starting to get in there too. But it's incredible to me how people actually fought with these for real. It's fun handling them. It's fun training with them. It's fun to beat up your friends. Don't take this out of context within a specific rule set, or get beaten up by them and then you celebrate each other for doing a particularly cool move. That's fun, but it wasn't fun back then. I mean, of course they had fencing schools and they had tournaments too, but in battle you generally try to kill the other guy, and that's something that makes you think if you put a lot of time into this. Still, it is a fun thing to walk around in this. It's a fun thing to wear. It's a fun thing to fight in. But we have to be respectful of our past and keep in mind that people actually died wearing this. But it was good protection nonetheless. And I'm really interested in testing this kind of armor, this kind of half-plate in way more combat scenarios in the future. This one was lent to me by my friends at freihand.com for the purpose of making a few videos. So I have to send it back, but I already had them put my name on the list if they restock, because this is an amazing piece of equipment, and I can confidently say, if you are interested in this kind of armor and you are in the market, you are looking for it actively, take a look at Freihand's inventory. It is good, and they ship internationally too. I put my affiliate link in the description, so if you want to support me a little bit, then just use that link. You won't have any extra costs on your part, but it helps me. And if you have any questions about this, about fighting in it, about wearing it, how comfortable it is, then just leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer your questions. See you!